Hi friends, it's Liz here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am excited about today's video. I'm going to be showing you some projects that I have made using some items from Digital Collage Club, but we're also going to walk through a journal that we will be making together. Now, I have several videos on my channel on how to make a junk journal, different ways of binding them, and just different ideas. But I thought we would walk through this one as a different way to start. So I'll be using some of my own printables, of course, in this one as well. I'll show you some of the pages that I'll be using for two signatures that I'm thinking of adding to the journal. I may add another signature. We'll see how it goes. And then I'm just going to show you some of the pages that I have already selected for the first signature. I will link in the description box below the digitals that I am using, which are from my shop. And I'm also going to, just quickly show you ideas on what I'll be doing to the pages. So we will be adding some of the pieces that I have made to the pages, so you can kind of see how you also fill a junk journal. So I hope this is something that you find that you enjoy. I have tried using sort of different techniques on some of these pages as well, and so of course we'll be playing around with that. At the end I'll show you the cover, of course, and stitching once we have some of the pages sort of embellished and decorated. And I will link below the other videos that I have showing you different ways that I have shown you in the past on how to make junk journals. So I'm really excited about this. These are the first two pages of my second signature. I haven't added more to it yet, but I will be showing you as I go along. So the other things I'm going to show you is the projects I've made with the Digital Collage Club digitals that I've been using. And I've been doing something a little bit different with some of them, but some of them you may already have seen. So this is like a loaded pocket that I made with a recycled envelope. And I also have lots of different ideas on how to use recycled envelopes. I have a playlist actually, which I will link below. I was playing around with, some collaging and layering, etc. And in this kind of loaded pocket, I have added several different elements from the kit. And these are the latest printables from Digital Collage Club, which are the Birds and Butterflies, I believe the name. I will have coupon codes to her shop and links in the description box below. They're always updating their shop with new digitals, so check them out if you haven't done so already. I'm really liking the different sizes of mini file folders that they added to this printable. And just the different elements, as you can see here, really nice and vintage and just really fun to look at. I'm also going to show you how to make one of the projects at the end of the video, and hopefully this is something that you might be able to share in snail mail with your friends, etc. I've been making a few different collage style tags as well, and they're so fun to put together. This one here again is using an envelope that I've repurposed, and I just added some sentiments from one of the newest kits from Digital Collage Club, and distressed the envelope a little bit and added another one of my layered stamps. My layered tags. I've been loving using different elements to just sort of collage on a tag and just give it a different texture. So for example, this here, I've been using some vintage wallpaper that I have, and I've been sort of I used it for a project and cut some pieces into hearts, and then the leftover bits that I had from that I've added to my little collage tags, which I think is really cute because I've used every little bit of that vintage paper, and I think it just looks so adorable with the different texture that it adds to your paper. If you want to see more on how I made these, let me know. Leave a comment below, and then I'll kind of put a video together. So the next thing I made is I wanted to do something a little different with the digitals, and so I made a greeting card, vintage style. I used some of the printables and sort of layered things in pieces. This one happens to be in the kit, and it already has like a happy birthday sentiment on it. I used a wooden button there, and then these flowers that I had in my stash just perfectly match the colors of that little greeting there. So I thought it would make the perfect greeting card to send to a friend. And then the next thing I'm going to show you is the one we will be making. I'll just give you some quick ideas on how I put it together, but it's sort of a version of a sample, a paper sampler. I did see this on oh my gosh, Angela Kerr's channel, and let's just walk through it, okay? So Angela recently made one that she added to one of her journals, and she made it, she kind of stitched it so that the pages she added to it didn't come out, but it gave me the idea to do like a paper sampler, how we've all been making those, you know, for a while, and this one I thought was such a cute design. So again, for this one I just used some of the elements in the kit. I've used some washi tape. This is what I did a little bit different. You fold this down and you can take out all the pieces of, you know, samples of paper that you've added in there. And then of course you still see the design that you use to make it. And these ones of course are the digitals from Digital Collage Club. And then you still have the pocket on the side, which she also left with hers. And I thought it was such a cute idea for like a paper sampler, because this is super easy to make. You can send one quickly to a couple friends, you know, decorate it a little bit and just make it a little bit more personal. But I really, really liked the idea of how she had shared it. So let me just quickly show you how to put one together. Super easy. Like I said, she stitched hers together and she had like just blank pages that you could use. She decorated, of course, a little bit like she always does, but I was so inspired to make it this version. So let me just show you how to quickly put one together. And like I said, these pieces will probably be adding some of them to the journal that we will be making. So you take your printed paper, or for in this instance, it's 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, but you can use this, of course, with any type of paper that you have. The design at the top, it should be sort of generic because you're going to be folding it. So whatever you fold over, the design will kind of be looking kind of flipped down. So you fold your page in half, and then the top part is what's going to become your flap. So however you want to score it or just kind of eyeball it like I'm doing here, you fold a flap. And this also depends on how big your flap is going to be. You know, you can make this smaller, you can make this wider, it's up to you. And then you can quickly see how easy that is to put together. So this will be the back, this could be the front. I can make the pocket on either side depending on where your flap is. You know, you can decide also where you want your side pocket and or tuck spot to be. And of course, if you're adding this to a page, then you can just glue the back of it and make another pocket with however it is that you glue this to your page. So I'm just quickly bending this over a little bit, or just folding it over, I should say, to make it a little bit sharper or crisper there. So this is basically how easy this is. You add glue to your flap to keep those two pieces of paper together. And then you'll add glue to the bottom of your page to make that large pocket on the side. And I thought this was so fun when I saw her make it. Like I said, it gave me the idea for this paper sampler. I've been making lots of them before, but I think this is just the easiest one to do for sure. And here I'm just making sure that it's all glued together. If there's any items here that I've used in the video, I would try and link them below. I know sometimes I get questions like what tools I've used and where you can get them. I will try and have those linked below if I remember. In particular, this little tool here, I've been asked a lot about it. And then of course here, I'm just grabbing one of the little hearts that I mentioned before to use as a decoration. And this is the fun part, right? Where you get to decorate your piece and do something fun with it. So as I said at the beginning, I'll be putting this junk journal together. I'll kind of work through the step-by-steps with you. I'll fill the pages, you know, as I get inspired to do them. And then we'll bind the journal when I'm finished with, you know, as far as I think it's going to go. And then we'll kind of work on the cover, etc. So I hope this is something that you enjoy. I know it's a little bit different because usually I show you the finished product and you know, just sort of how to bind it yourself at the end of a video. And like I said, I have several of those videos that I will link in the playlist below if you are new to making junk journals or want to you know, to start doing something. As I said, I have many ways of making them. Super easy for anyone getting started. and it is just so fun to, you know, gather your pieces of paper and make something fun with it. So here I'm just cutting one of the sentiments. It's again new in the Digital Collage Club kit. I do have discount codes for their shop, and you know, if you are a person that uses a lot of digitals, this is definitely a great way to get them, because they update them all the time, so you're always getting something new. And if you're part of their membership, you can access them all the time, and it's like a one-time fee, I believe, that you pay to become like a year member or a lifetime member, which I think is such a great idea for, you know, any one of us that uses digitals. So here I'm just going to add the little friends one, because of course this is going to a friend. I'm using some of this really cute washi tape that I recently hauled from Stationery Pal, I believe. I also have a coupon code for them, which I will link below if you're interested. So here I'm just quickly decorating the cover. And like I said, this is the fun part, because you get to make this your own, you know, your own style, your own designs. And it's super easy, because you grab whatever paper that, you know, you wanted to use, fold it in half, and make this really super quick little pocket, you know, to hold papers in. I was always thinking of it like one of those, oh my gosh, clipboards, I think they're called. Yeah, clipboards, you know, where you just sort of clip pages onto a surface. That's sort of what this reminds me of, and I thought it was so fun to do, because there's not a lot of work to it, but it ends up looking really nice. So I hope you enjoyed this video, my friends. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment, let me know which one of the projects that I shared with you today you found that you enjoyed the most. And I hope you follow me in this process of putting a junk journal together from start to finish. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for stopping by.